What I am about to recommend you all is some of the trendy anime series in 2025. Quite a lot of people are talking about these anime, and you might be one of those people who are living under a rock lately and haven't really heard of these series yet. Which is why, to shed some light on the situation, it's time for anime to be added into your watch list. So here I present to you all 10 trending new anime that you can't miss out in the year of 2025. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Kicking things off, here's an anime that really shakes things to the next level for revenge anime series, and it's all about slaying demons. Sword of the Demon Hunter is a new generation action-packed demon-slaying anime show about a lone samurai warrior journeying and killing demons by helping strangers, but to, also kill his little sister who is a demon. Now, his sister as a child never really grew older and stayed looking the very same, but she was in fact a demon child thrown away by her father. Now, her brother wanted to protect her and fled together to a safe place, but other demons out there lurk in the shadows, awaiting a new era to rise. Thus, the little sister turned into a full-fledged demon, killed the lover of her brother, and escaped. As now, the lone samurai warrior is on the hunt for revenge to slay demons, get their powers from those he slays, and also become overpowered. Before we continue, let me just stop you there and tell you all about today's video sponsor, and it's none other than Tokyo Treat. Tokyo Treat is a fun and exclusive monthly snack box subscription package with Japan's coolest treats available for you to get your hands on. Each month, you'll get a rare Kit Kat flavor, limited edition chips, and also noodles. You can try out all these snacks from Japan in the comforts of your own home, and for this month, it's all about moon viewing. In Japanese, that is called tsumiki. This is where people express gratitude for the end of summer and the beginning of the fall season by feasting on lunar-inspired foods under the full moon. This month has awesome-looking snacks packed just for you. Check out their moontastic pudding mochi, carrot crunch rice puffs, and of course, the new chestnut Kit Kat flavor. Now's your chance to celebrate Tsumiki and experience Japan's moon viewing tradition from anywhere in the world in this month's Tokyo Treat box. Click the link in the description to get you to the page to purchase a box, and don't forget to use my code to get $5 off of your first box. Big thank you to Tokyo Treat for sponsoring the video, and now let's get back to those anime recommendations that you've been waiting for. Lazarus is an action-packed anime created by Studio Mappa, and boy does it surprise me, and most likely will for many of you tuning in. Now, a genius scientist named Dr. Skinner created sort of a painkiller that widely became mainstream, and everyone took it to prevent future harm. However, Skinner then vanished without a trace until years later he had returned as an evil being and told everyone in the world that those who took the painkiller will die, and only he has the cure to those who find him. Now, a special team called Lazarus is then formed to hunt down Dr. Skinner and find the cure to save mankind from a deathly disaster, but it's only a matter of time before they find him. This anime show somehow fled under many people's radar as they don't even know that it truly exists yet. Witch Watch is a very wholesome rom-com anime about a witch who returned from her training and wishes to get her dear childhood friend to become her familiar. This means that they will be living under the same roof, and the dude finds her super annoying and starts to pretty much hate the whole idea. But now he has absolutely no choice but to become her familiar and live his new life with Nico. He does indeed turn into an ugly cow if he doesn't do what he's supposed to when given orders, because after all, he is a familiar, or more like a servant to the witch Nico. The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity is another brand new rom-com high school anime of two teens from different rival academies who fall for each other despite being considered enemies.
お前なんでここに俺に嫌がらせでしたっけできました
One academy is an all-boys school for the losers, and the other, a very prestigious academy for the girls, for the rich girls actually, and quite literally, both schools are right next to each other and are rivals to the point of hating each other. Now, the girls from the rich academy hate talking to the boys and avoid them for their ruthless, aggressive behavior. But what if I told you that a delinquent guy who is feared suddenly finds his love from a beautiful girl in the other academy? Now, the girl named Wagari sees kindness in the guy despite all the rumors about him and actually enjoys hanging out. But if her school does find out about this secret relationship, it could end up being a disaster for her. After their big hike in the mountain, Hikaru died in the summer and was then taken over by a demon that was lurking in the forest. But now Hikaru actually returns back to the world as if nothing ever even happened. He seems all fine and looks happy, but the problem is he's acting different. Now his best friend Yoshiki took notice and realized that this wasn't Hikaru beside him, and the demon secret was revealed and he shows his true form to Yoshiki. Now Yoshiki must actually keep the new Hikaru's identity a secret from everyone else, for anyone besides Yoshiki who finds out his true identity will suffer death. He's just an exception because they are both really super close friends, but keep in mind, this does have a little bit of boys love, but not so much, and it's actually insanely interesting with lots of suspense and horror moments that you will find great to watch. Gachiakura has been a big trend lately as people have been catching up to realize just how epic this anime truly is. The concept of a city being divided by rich and poor, where the wealthy people who had never committed any crime live the good life, and those who are poor and have committed crimes or are even descendants of a bad or crime family live in bad conditions. Those who commit further crimes in the slums are then tossed away like garbage into the deep abyss. That is exactly what happened to our protagonist named Rudo after getting framed for murder to his foster father, which he really didn't even do. Now, the Abyss is almost like an Isekai world or another world, a dumpster garbage area where monsters of all sizes live and attack humans on sight. And to Rudo's surprise, people actually live down there. But now with his newfound powers, he needs to find a way back to the surface and prove his innocence and catch that dirty traitor. Takopi's Original Sin. Oh boy. Now, if you're looking for something so realistic, a masterpiece in emotional storytelling, and something so trendy, you gotta check out Takopi's Original Sin. Now, this anime only has a few episodes, 6 episodes to be exact, and it delivers a story that will leave you sobbing and crying because it is so realistic in its way of presenting true human nature. Now, Takopi is a small octopus alien that came down to Earth from planet Happy to spread happiness in this planet that he's never been to and meets humans for the first time. Yet he doesn't really understand human emotion and sees things that are questionable to him. Now, but using his gadgets, he will try to attempt to make sad humans happy, and he will meet a human named Shizuka, whom he will try to help with her bullying problems. Now, that all sounds cool, right? Well, you're in it for one roller coaster ride with this horror show, alright. I've never heard about this anime up until watching the trailer, and let me tell you, what I saw was what looked like a work of art with crispy animation from a Donghua Chinese animation, and so far, it's delivering perfection. Though let me tell you, you need to actually watch this anime with your full attention because it's got a lot to take in. The anime's focus around deciphering arcane power systems rather than investigating crimes, and it's a world like a video game with spell lists and stuff. But the protagonist is also heavily bombarded with lots of terms and names, and it turns into a game of terminology which can be quite difficult to understand or even know what's going on. But the plot is different from your usual mystery anime, and it can be confusing, but try it, give this a chance, and you actually may end up liking it. More Donghua Chinese anime, you ask? Well, here is yet another trending anime with a recent release called The Super Cube. Now, we have a protagonist named Wang who suddenly finds a mysterious super cube that grants him extraordinary powers. He often gets bullied at school for being a weakling, but now he can easily deal with business using his powers. But it also does bring conflict into this world because he has those powers, especially when his favorite girl gets taken to another world and he needs to step in to rescue her from danger. He embarks on a journey in a massive universe and fights bizarre-looking beings using his awesome powers, very typical from a Donghua anime, with quality-looking animation, of course. And now for my final recommendation. This one is probably the most popular anime in 2025, and it's, yeah, well, you guessed it, another Donghua Chinese anime, but the characters do speak Japanese, not Chinese. To Be Hero X is an exciting superhero anime of how anyone in this world can be a hero. It's just that you need fans and supporters to gain fame and power. Now, this show doesn't have one protagonist, but multiple character story arcs, showcasing how different characters become heroes, fight evil, and save the day, but with more depth to each character, of course, their backstory, and where they end up. Now, this anime is quality beyond anything I've seen in a while. Beautiful, flashy, and also epic. You guys gotta try this anime out when you have the chance. Looks like the trending days are now over, and if you have seen everything on this anime list, then you win the battle. But the war is not over yet, my friend, because I shall return with more. If you did enjoy, then please do drop a like to show your support, and subscribe to stay notified of all my latest uploads here on YouTube. Take care, everyone, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one!